Okay, and we are ready. I'm going to be throwing it over to that one cloud who has just crow things.
Alright, hello everyone, I am that1cl0ud, or you can just call me Addy, and this is Just Crow Things. It is a lovely, lovely, lovely indie game by Unbound Creations. You're a crow, and you get to cause a bunch of crowy chaos, and I think this game is best experienced if I just explain it as we go along here. So, without further ado, let's just jump right into it. Time will start when I land on the start button in 3, 2, 1, and... Actually, I don't think I cleared my data. That was a close one. I should delete my save data. Always remember to do that. That could have been bad.
Time for New Game Plus.
True. There are a few extra objectives in New Game Plus, but we aren't doing New Game Plus.
Surprise.
Okay, now, time will start when I land on the start button in 3, 2, 1, and let's go. Alright, so we have this little opening cutscene here with our grandma, and she's basically going to give us these wonderful, beautiful golden pair of sunglasses. They're family heirloom, and now they're ours to keep. We're Crowy, cute little crow, cute little yellow bandana, and we get to just fly around and have a whole lot of fun. This is the tutorial, and normally we're supposed to fly around and meet a bunch of different animal characters, but we're not going to do that because this is any percent, and I kind of forgot about that because I should have paused and exited out a bit earlier. We'll apologize for any roughness this run has because I have not touched this game in 3 months. But now we hit a cutscene and we run into this evil, scary group of crows. Oh no! And they basically steal the golden sunglasses from us, and now the whole goal of the game is we have to go get those sunglasses back. So we'll be traversing through a bunch of different levels, and we'll be meeting those animal characters along the way. Most of them are going to be in this first level here. So we'll just fly over here. Grandma will say, "Oh no, you lost your sunglasses." Well, that's okay. But we're going to head into the first level here, which is Quaint Town, I believe it's called. So this is where we meet most of the animal cast. I'm going to fly down over here, click on a couple of cars, pick up a golden key, and these are going to be helping us out with some objectives. We meet Squirrel Mama. She's always losing her kids, except we can't help her find them because we just don't have time for that. We have the key, place it on there. This is Peacock. They are a social media influencer, and they want us to find a bunch of golden objects to show off to their followers. And then that was one of the hedgehogs, and the hedgehogs love to cause a bunch of chaos. We're gonna fly down here, hit a business person, and we want to grab these coins that they drop, because we need 3 of them to place onto here. There should be one more. These business people tend to drop between 1 to 2, although while I was playing through this just a little bit earlier, somehow one of them managed to drop 4 coins, which I have never seen before, and that should not be possible, but it happened. So that's gonna be interesting to look into later. Totally forgot to hit another human. That's okay. Normally you're supposed to blow them away with a leaf blower, but it's a bit quicker to just run into them. That's the lemur. They want us to go graffiti a bunch of mailboxes, but we also don't have time for that. And now we meet the other hedgehog twin, and they want us to take back the park, which is having a party. But we'll do that a little bit later. And this is Ponyhawk. Ponyhawk is in charge of all the races in this game. We'll be doing races a little bit here and there. For some extra crow points, you need 100 crow points to progress on to the next level. We talk to the mice here, grab a fish, make sure the cat is actually attracted to the fish, which they are not. Sometimes that happens. That's okay. We're just gonna lower the cat under the leaky pipe, so that way the cat gets wet. And now, we get to destroy this party by pooping on everyone. Pooping is a main mechanic in this game. It's great, it's a selling point. Everyone loves it. Missing a balloon, there we go. And we'll destroy the radio. And there we go. Hedgehog got their park back. And now we will fly over to the mice over here. And we'll tell them, hey, we got the cat. And that is the end of Quaint Town. So, as you can see, this game is very fast-paced. I can talk. And it's just filled to the brim with chaos. So here we meet Maggie, the Magpie, and she's basically our rival for the game. She's like, oh, you're not cool, you're not a real crow, I'm the main character of this game, yada yada yada, whatever. Anyway, now we're in ancient Egypt. Basically, this cat got a bunch of followers, and their dream is to, okay, don't know why I can't drop that. Their dream is to just become the king. So we're gonna go into this temple over here and knock the headrest off of the pharaoh. And now we are going to crown a new king of Egypt, which is this orange cat. And that will just teleport over to their head, and we get to personally fly them all the way over to the palace. And we'll drop them right in there, and go past all these guards trying to hit us out, and all the cats will come flying in to celebrate the arrival of the new king. And we're gonna fly around here, past all these tornadoes, and we're going to talk to this cat, who managed to trap the sun in a cage. So this is a very important mechanic for this level, because when you are flying close to the ground, or when this is on the ground at all, it will turn to night, so that makes the tornadoes go away, and there are also some other events that only happen at night. We're gonna grab this fish, and we're gonna give it to Big Cat Mama over here. There we go. So now she's back to her regular size, and we'll eat this can of beans, which lets us fly fast, that I've been using so far. Very useful item. Now this cat wants us to let the goats out of the pen, basically. So we get to lead the goats to the market, and we'll just play them some fun little tunes here as we fly along, and the goats follow us, and then they get to cause chaos in the market. Just kidding, when you drop it, they fall right back asleep. But the people are scared, and that's what matters. Yeah, we want to scare the people. Now, get to enter this little temple here, throw the cage down so it turns to night, which will let us into the temple here, and then they're like, oh, haha, you're so silly, now you're stuck in here forever. But all we have to do is just place these odd spaces, whatever, onto these pressure plates, and a tornado will spawn and take us right out. We're gonna quit the game, except to wait just a little bit for the objective to count as being completed. And then now we can move on to the next level, which will be the camp. So, yeah, that was Ancient Egypt. Very fun level, probably one of my favorites. But now we are on the camp, so we're going to do our first race over here. Very quick, very easy way to just get 5 quick pro points. If you combine enough races in a way, it will basically eliminate the need to do some longer objectives. Then we're going to talk to this camp counselor. He's not really the guard. I mean, the guard is a different person, but he wants us to extinguish campfires, so we started by putting out their own campfire. And now we're just putting out other campfires around the campsite. And the hedgehog lost their twin, so now we have to go use the flashlight and fight all these shadow creatures with the flashlight. And essentially just burn them out of existence. Hit this button to turn on the generator, and there will be another button over here to open up the gate. We'll get invaded by all of these objects, but it's okay, because if we just stare at them long enough, then eventually they will go away. I'll also get this campfire over here, just get more of the shadow, and now the hedgehog is safe and grateful. I'm gonna hold on to the flashlight over here, because there is a shadow person who's actually turned nice and is tired of being evil, so now we get to just help remove all these shadows from this barn. Steven is their name. And we get to help them out and feel great. Now we get to do another race right over here, where we're just going to fly through, and there are some poop rings where we have to poop on them. And then now we get to pick up some fossilized bones because our friend Peacock has returned here once again, and they are trying to assemble this dinosaur with all the fossils that are around. We're gonna finish up this race real quick, grab our crow points, put out another campfire, and then we'll put in the last few dinosaur bones. Almost got that one. Sometimes it can be a little bit annoying and not snap right into place, but that's okay. And now Peacock is like, heck yeah, thank you. So now they have a really cool post for their social media. Whatever this game's equivalent of Instagram is, I actually don't remember what social media they post on, but it is a social media. We're gonna skip the level over to the left there because we don't need to do it. We're gonna head right over to Riviera. This is where we see the evil group of crows again, and they fly off with an entire statue, which I don't know how they did that, but good on them, I guess. So we'll grab another can of beans up here, and we'll talk to the hedgehog to set up some more Crowy Chaos, and we'll fly over here to where Maggie is sitting with a bunch of cops. They're trying to basically investigate, like, where's this piece of fabric come from? There's like, a girl that's missing or whatever, so we're gonna, I guess it's a handkerchief. We're gonna bring it to the fabric expert, and they're like, oh, I don't know, I didn't do that. So we're like, we know exactly who would do that. It's this cat in the alleyway who sells a bunch of fabric, and it turns out we were right. So now we're going to go find the man with the red scarf on the pier while also smashing a bunch of flower pots and eventually pooping on some cars. Right over here. And we'll just break these, if I can actually get them. Come on, fly up. Fly up. There we go. And then yeah, we'll just poop on some more cars, and we get to swipe hot dogs away from people. Did not mean to poop on that person. Grab some hot dogs, and this is the man with the red scarf. Yeah, it's basically just a love note telling the girl to meet them at the park. Swipe another hot dog, and poop on some more cars. Because that's what crows do, obviously. They poop on cars. I don't know what you mean pigeons are the ones who do that. No, it's crows. It's always been crows. Anyway, now we have to paint a masterpiece. Sometimes this can be a little bit finicky, so I'm gonna just draw a cute little heart right there. And hopefully, or not. Yeah, I don't know. Sometimes they can be really finicky with it. I'm just gonna leave that for now. But the quest technically isn't counted as complete yet. But I'm gonna hold on to this paintbrush because we have Mousetoodle over here, which is the leader of the mouse pack. We're gonna break a few more flower pots over here, and we're going to throw all this fruit out of the stands. Send the mice flying in. And we get to talk to Mousetoodle again. We're very happy and thankful. And we'll see if, there we go. That should count that as being complete. There we go. And now we get to investigate what's going on over here in the park. It's basically just, they're meeting up for a date, because they're in love. Good for them. End the level a bit early to skip a cutscene, and we are out of Riviera. And now we are over to the fantasy level. So this is a unique level in that it's basically a choose your own adventure type of level, and you also only need 50 crow points because you only need one ending to move on, and in this case one ending gives you 50 crow points instead of the usual 100. So this is basically just dogs versus cats. And for the most part, we're going to do a lot of tasks that help out the cats just because they're the quickest. So we gave that cave creature rotten fish, and we're also pooping on some dog soldiers. We're going to take a torch from the cat castle over here, accidentally burn a cat, that's okay. And then we're going to set the dog's farm on fire. And then poop on the soldiers again to just fully eliminate them. And now we aren't going to do the last cat favor, as they're called. which would be bringing this letter over to the Cat King, and the king would basically tell us, like, I can't read that, go bring it to the guy who we banished for being annoying, because he's the only one who can read. But we're not going to do that, we're just going to bring it over to the dog side, because it's a lot quicker for us to do that. So bring it over to the Dog King, and the dogs are shooting arrows at us because we've been helping out the cats. But now we can choose which ending we want. We can either go with the dogs, we can go with the cats, or we can go for the neutral ending. And of course, we're going to, I need the banner, that's what I need. Totally forgot the banner, whoopsies. Yeah, you're supposed to grab this banner. Then bring it back over to the Cat King. It's the fastest just because normally if you don't mess it up, you're supposed to just grab the banner right away and then only fly over to the cats, which is pretty short. And I also grab the crown off the Cat King because I think it's funny. But now, have an ending cutscene. We get to learn about what happened to the dogs and also what happened to the cats. So the dogs run into the caves. They don't have any food now, so they're starving. That cat is still banished to the tower for being sad and annoying. He's also still the only one who can read, but he's still banished because they don't like him. Now, there may be no food without the farm. I look good in a crown. It's okay because the Cat King nourishes his people's spirits with the power of interpretive dance. It's really funny because if you grab his crown, he'll like go running off, and then sometimes he'll either like not be there, or it'll be something like that where he's just like dancing into the wall. I don't know, I just think it's kind of funny. But yeah, that's the end of Fantasy, so we're already like almost done with this run. Got a few more levels left actually. First we gotta go to the moon because it's not an indie game and it's not an Unbound Creations game if you don't go to the moon at some point. So here, there's a bunch of sheep here. You grab a can of beans, of course, and these sheep basically want us to find a bunch of moon crystals. So we're going to use this metal detector to find a bunch of crystals, and I bring the map up just because it's a lot easier for me to see where I'm going, because I have the map locations memorized, but I don't have it fully memorized without the map. So there will be a third one over here by the farm. Now the sheep are going to be like, wow, we're rich, but we're pretty sure you can find some more crystals. So that's exactly what we're going to do. There's another crystal right around here-ish. There we go. And then we'll throw that down really quickly because there's a lightsaber. You can't be on the moon without a lightsaber. Everyone knows there are lightsabers on the moon. Star Wars is real. But we're going to use the lightsaber to burn these tents, which will sprout a bunch of water holes to allow this sheep to grow a farm. And we're going to grab another can of beans here, and we'll fly right back over, grab our metal detector again, and grab the last two moon crystals, which one is right over here in this crater. And then another one is right here by the spaceship. And now they're like, oh my gosh, we're rich. Thank you, Crowy, for helping us out. And now the last thing we have to do is just repair the spaceship. So this computer module is talking to us, basically guiding us through how to repair the spaceship. So we're going to grab the wrench out of the computer there. Then we'll fly down over to the reactor here, and we'll bang it 1, 2, 3. And now the reactor is all fixed and set. And the last thing we need to grab is the core in this little room here. Always kind of finicky flying through this just because it's easy to get stuck on that door. But we put the core in, and that is the moon level. So another 100 crow points, and now we're down to the last 2 levels of the game. So we're going to fly into the Big Apple. We are going to New York. Hooray! But yeah, this is a pretty fun, big, kind of longish level. Start out by grabbing another can of beans, and then the squirrel children are here because they lost their mom. So we may not have any time to, like, you know, find the mom, but we have plenty, or find the kids, but we have plenty of time to go find the mom. So we eat a steak too, just because you gotta do that when you're here. And then we find the mom, gotta be careful to not grab those acorns because they explode, and if they explode near the mob, then she despawns, and you literally can't do this quest at all. Yeah. We reunite the family, and then fly right back over here to Maggie, who's spray painted herself all over the town, so we have to cover up her graffiti with our own, because obviously we're so much cooler than Maggie. But yeah, just a few right around here, and the last one is right over here, and now we are introduced to the rats, mice, I don't know, they're one of the two. They're basically just a bunch of crowspiracists, not conspiracists, crowspiracists. So they basically just guide us around town, make us do a bunch of silly little tasks like pooping on the pigeons to prove they're robots. We also talked to Maggie, and we made up, she thinks we're pretty cool now. But anyway, the mice, rats, I always forget which ones they are. They want us to take a photograph of the secret meeting here. Then once we do, they all disappear, and we fly back into the subway. And I let go of the camera because I really should not still be holding on to this. If I can actually let go of it. And then we grab another can of beans here. That is not Ness, that's just some random dude, trust me. But we need this baseball bat to basically whack these pipes, and basically prove that there's, I don't know, some sort of green substance over here. There's Waldo, the fairy. I know he has some name, but I kind of forgot what it was. But you do get a Steam achievement for seeing him at least. And yeah, that's basically the level. We just have to end it off with a race, which is going to be our last one of the run. So we'll just do a quick little fly around here, and boom, and there we go. Alright, so that is the Big Apple, and now we are moving on to the final level of this run. So, we are going to fly over into the finale. And we'll get hit with another cutscene here. We run into the evil group of crows again, and they're basically like, we're gonna build the widest nest ever. Haha, you can't catch up to us, we're so much cooler than you. But then all our friends out, including Maggie, who you can see floating from the top, which I find kind of funny. They're basically like, hey, you're not as cool as you think you are. Stop being mean to Crowy. So they come to our defense, and now we get to build the biggest nest instead of the widest nest, because the biggest nest is cooler. So, yeah, Squirrel Mama and Maggie will throw objects at us to stack onto a tower in the center here. And this is basically the whole level. We just gotta keep stacking higher and higher. And then Peacock over here tells us, oh, Crowy, be careful. There's a bunch of cats that are gonna come and try to stop your epic tower building. So, when these cats arrive, we gotta make sure to poop on them just to get rid of them. But these objects are pretty funny because they'll give us some objects from the levels, mainly a lot of wood, sometimes chairs, acorns, or an alien. Like I just placed an alien down. But yeah, basically we just gotta keep stacking, make sure the cats don't get to us. I completely missed that throw, that's okay. If you don't get a cat, they basically just knock off the item at the very top of your tower. I don't know how they get all the way up there, considering they don't move, but they just stay up there. Oh, I guess Maggie's sign didn't lock in, so I can still... Oh, that's a chair, not a sign. Same thing. Yeah, if you don't use an item, they'll stop throwing things at you. Or if you don't, like, get it locked into the tower. But yeah, now that we're at a certain height, all our friends, including a lot of people from levels that we didn't play, are here to protect us. And a bunch of images of our friends float across the screen as we remember all the epic adventures we've been on today. And we just keep stacking up and up and up and up until we reach the clouds, because, you know, the tallest nest obviously has to go all the way up to the clouds. So that's just like the coolest nest ever. It's one that goes all the way up to the clouds. But we should almost be there. Just keep... There we go. Alright, and yeah, you instantly get 150 crow points. There's literally nothing else to do in this level except stack the tower all the way up. And now, the crows are like, what? How could you do this? I can't believe you did this. But yeah, they're basically just like, oh well, I guess you are cooler than us, because that is a pretty tall nest. We can't beat that. And our grandma comes back and she tells us how proud she is of us. And we also get the golden sunglasses back. And now we fly over to the finish right over here. Time will be when the ending screen shows, which should be in about 3, 2, 1, and that is time. But yeah, that was Just Crow Things, any percent. I haven't really run this much, but it is a very cute game. I would like to go back to running it at some point. But yeah, if you like this game at all, I highly recommend you check it out. It's only about like 25 USD. It does go on sale from time to time too. And also check out other games by Unbound Creations, like Rain in Your Parade or Leaf Blower Man, or their more mature series, Headliner, right? Yeah, Headliner. Not Headliners, that's the multiplayer game. That's a different game. People get confused a lot and they end up joining the Unbound Creations Discord, but they did not make Headliners. But yeah, huge shout out to the Unbound Creation speedrunning community, notably Oreo SR, long-term rival and friend. These days they're a lot more busy with college, but we still like to keep our little rivalry going from time to time. Shout out to Keiichi, the current world record holder in I believe all categories of this game. And then the rest of the very small but very welcoming and friendly Unbound Creations community. I am going to be right back, but if I will plug myself in case you're going to miss the next run. If you want more of me, I am that1cl0ud on everything. I only really use Blue Sky these days. I stream once in a blue moon, but yeah, if you want to check me out, that1cl0ud on everything, and remember, it is the number 1, and it is not no, it is the number 0. But yeah, that's all for Just Crow Things. Should be back shortly.
Alright, everyone, put your hands together for that1cl0ud. Addie did a perfect job running Just Crow Things, even though she did say she hadn't run it in a while. But that is what being excellent at your speedrun does. Now, don't go anywhere. We will not have very long of a break before we are right back with that1cl0ud again, and she will be running Papa's Hot Doggeria. So if you're interested in that, please stick around. Now, while I do think I have some minutes, I would just like to tell you that you are watching Speedromizer and we are benefiting community. If you'd like to donate, visit our Tiltify campaign at speedromizer.live/donate. You can also find the donation link below the stream and in chat by typing !donate. All of your donations are sent directly to the community. There's no middleman or anything like that involved. Everything goes directly to them, and they are immediately able to start using that money. And of course, community is British Columbia's queer, trans, and two-spirit resource center. Their mission is to improve these individuals' lives through support, connection, and leadership. They envision vibrant, diverse, and celebrated queer and trans communities where individuals are empowered to live their lives fully and free from discrimination. And thanks to your support, Community is able to ensure that no one in British Columbia gets left behind. And before the run, I did get a bit ahead of myself. But now we do have incentives, and so when you go to that donation link, you will see polls and you will see targets. For polls, you can select money that you are donating to add to a, whether you would like to name, like in the Pokemon Crystal, for example, that run, you'll be able to name the rival and so on. There is picking the character in Toho 13. Even for this next run coming up, you can pick the chef for Papa's Hot Doggeria. There's nothing in there yet. If you would like to donate, you can choose the chef for the run that will be starting here very shortly. So go ahead and get those in if you'd like to do that. And of course, as well, those polls, I mentioned the targets. You will also be able to select an option if you would like to see, for example, next week we will have Toho 3, which will be live voice acting. So all the dialogue, I believe, will be voice acted by the runners. So that should be some good fun. Let's see here. And for this week, there are some options for Blast Corps. You can see the moon level showcase. We've also got for this weekend, it's going to be on Sunday, the run for Blast Corps also has Tempest puns available. And so every $5 Canadian, you can hear a pun from Tempest. And now, of course, this is a fan favorite and a returning from last Speedromizer, and maybe even the Speedromizer before that. Tempest loves puns, and so do we. So if you love puns as well, maybe put some $5 Canadian towards that. Let's see, I do see some raiders from Audio Ignis. Welcome in. This is Speedromizer, where what you submit is not what you run. Speedromizer is a charity marathon with a twist. Accepted runners are randomly assigned a game from someone else's submission, and they have 90 days to learn their respective game. If that sounds like an awesome concept to you, make sure to join our Discord at speedromizer.live/Discord.